But hi everyone, I'm glad you're here because I know that when you're here, that means we're going to talk about family minimalism, and that is literally one of my favorite things to talk about. Although I have not been talking about it much lately. Have you noticed that I've not uploaded a video in maybe a couple of weeks? And the truth is that my home has not been feeling simple. And it's hard to really talk about simplicity in an authentic way when I feel like my home is in chaos. And like the chaos is good. It's good. My husband and I finally agreed to take down the giant bookshelf that really just took over our living room. But that means that we have books everywhere and records everywhere, and everything that was on that giant bookshelf is now just kind of like spread out throughout the rest of our home. And yeah, that's just been complicated to try to figure out what to do with it. So when I'm able to like kind of pause the anxiety that comes with just stuff all over my home, I know that I do actually have some strategies to like deal with this and figure out a path towards the kind of home that I want to live in, right? So number one, I got to make sure that I have kind of like a safe space. And I don't know if that's a goofy way to say it, but what I mean is when my home is feeling overwhelming, when there's just stuff everywhere, I need to have at least one space that I know I'm going to keep clear, I'm going to keep simple, minimalist, all that. And that can be like a place of refuge, I guess. I can go there if I need to. And right now, that's my bedroom. The books and all the stuff, in some ways it makes sense for it to be in my room, but I would rather it pile up in the living room or just somewhere else so that I can keep my bedroom kind of safe. Because honestly, the books and all that, they don't seem to bother the rest of my family in the way that it does bother me. So if I can just keep my space, a space that is like totally mine, I mean, and my husband's, but you know what I mean. If I can keep my space clear, then that's going to be great. The second thing is to kind of like celebrate my wins and not get so caught up in like the big journey that I'm on, and just kind of be aware of the small steps that I'm taking and the successes that I'm finding with that. So like I found a place to put my photo albums. That's a big deal. And that's another, I got to figure out my photo album like long-term plan. But for right now, my short-term, that I just found a place to put my photo albums, that feels really good. And so like, just to kind of, the celebration for that is just, I told all my family, oh my gosh, I figured out a place to put the photo albums. And that was a celebration, but that felt good. Okay, the last thing that I'm doing to kind of keep myself in good spirits, even when this project is like a little bit overwhelming and my home feels just totally in disarray, it's just being outside. Honestly, it just works. If my home is feeling like too much, to just go outside and, you know, be with my family in nature, be outside in the yard, go for a walk, something like just getting some time out of my home and not forcing myself to be surrounded by things that make me feel frustrated. That is just helpful. Just having space, a chance to breathe and kind of reflect and come up with plans and whatnot for what I'm going to do once I'm back in my home. That's just helpful to me. So yeah, those are three things that I am doing as my home is feeling kind of stressful. And maybe you have felt this or are currently feeling this. If your home feels really stressful, it's just helpful to know like there are ways to deal with this. We don't have to get stuck in this feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is too much and it just brings out the worst in me. We don't have to do that, right? There are ways that we can take care of ourselves and put ourselves in a position to like manage the stuff in the process better. So yeah, let me know though, what's the state of your home right now? Will you make me feel better about this? Are you in the middle of a journey too? Let me know. All right, in the meantime though, let's plan to meet here again soon so we can continue to talk about family minimalism and simplifying and decluttering and all that cool stuff. All right, take care. Bye.